there, welcome to Cooking with Violet Vixen. We made episode 100. Who would have thought? Today we're going to celebrate with some cookies, and they are called chewy toblerone cookies, and here's what we need. Gather up all your ingredients. You also need a small saucepan, 2 baking trays lined with paper, a heat-proof bowl, and something to sift with. And grab a small saucepan because we're going to be melting the butter and the honey. Let's go. So first up, grab your small saucepan and your 1/4 cup of honey and your 125 grams of butter, plus you need a spoon. I'm just going to use a metal spoon because that way it's easier. It's going to be a sticky mess. Okay, now my honey was, when it goes all solidified, so I've had it soaking in I put the jar in a hot water bath so I could get it out of the jar. I have no idea why honey goes like that, but this one did, so that's what I had to do. Alright, honey's in goes the butter. Yep. And put that on to melt, and just keep an eye on that because that will melt pretty quickly. Okay, while that's going on, as I said, just keep popping back to check on it. We'll go and start with the other ingredients. Okay, so into our bowl we are putting our 1 cup of brown sugar, grab your sifter, you want your 1 cup of plain flour which you're going to sift, and your 1/4 cup of plain flour which you're also going to sift. Once that's all sifted through, pop it in with your brown sugar and then add your 1/2 cup of desiccated coconut. Okay. Now I'm going to quickly go and check on the butter. Butter's all good. Grab your handy pink spatula, mix all that in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a well in the centre. For our mixture to go in, our butter mixture. Okay. Once the butter and honey's all melted, pop it into the well. Just give it a good stir. Perfect. Okay, what we're going to do is set that aside for 5 minutes, just to cool. Before we add the toblerone. Put your timer on for 5 minutes and we'll be back. Okay, after 5 minutes, get your finely chopped 100 grams of toblerone, chuck that in, and just stir that through. At this time you might just want to grab your hands and mix that in. And grab your 2 greased baking trays. And we're going to start and get ready to do these. Says to roll them into level tablespoons and place them into balls 3 centimetres apart and then flatten slightly. And you're going to bake for 12 to 15 minutes. So if you want a firmer cookie, go 15 minutes. If you don't want it so firm, just go for 12. Okay. So the best way to work out how to do 25, which I probably won't do 25, but let's just go for 24. Divide the mixture into half, that's going to give you 12 and 12. Divide it again, that's going to give you 6 and 6. Just make sure you've got the toblerone in all of them as well. There's nothing worse when you make a batch of biscuits and someone gets 2 million pieces of toblerone and someone doesn't get any. Okay. 4 balls, so 6 and 6. And then from 6 you can divide it down again to 3 and 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. This is probably a real rough way of doing it, but probably the easiest way to do it as well. So I'm going to make 24. Should hopefully get 12 per tray. And I haven't really done them into the proper balls as well, so probably should do that. The best way to flatten them is to just get a fork and lightly press them down. Just allow a bit of space because they will spread as they cook. Okay, I'll keep doing this, and next time you're going to see these, they're going to be cooked. Just quickly, that's what they're going to look like. I'm going to give mine 12 minutes because I like them a little bit less crunchy. So in they go, 1 6. So I took them out of the oven at 12 minutes and they felt a bit buttery, but on setting they are actually firming up. So this is why I said the importance of having the space between them. So round tray probably not the best, but they'll be pretty tasty. The other batch are in, and they've got about another 10 minutes. So I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching Cooking with Violet Vixen, and we've made 100 episodes. Bye.